Hey guys, before we get started, I'm going to show you how easy and quick it is to go ahead and apply our new perforated effects numbers. And let me tell you, these things really spice up the game when it comes to numbers. Now, in just a little bit, we're going to break down what you can use these numbers for. And specifically, we're going to go ahead and talk about spirit wear. You can use spirit wear for just about every month of the year. Whether you are, specifically working with clubs and leagues, maybe you work with schools, or maybe you're wanting to do something that has to do with a number specifically. That's where all of this can come into play. Let me show you how easy it is to apply. Now, I know I'm stepping in front of the camera, but I do want to make sure that it is centered. I've gone ahead and creased my number, so now I can just follow that all the way up the back, or I can flip my logo over and just check on the inside. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and apply a cover sheet. Just toss that over. Now, we are using a thermofilm specifically for this, so we're at 330. And we're going to apply for 6 to 8 seconds. I've got mine set at 6. Now, this is a hot peel, so as soon as this lifts, we can go ahead and peel away the carrier. And just like that, you've applied special effects numbers to a garment. Let's go chat about the details. Hi guys, I'm Kelly Walters, and you just watched me heat apply the special effects number to the back of this garment. There's a couple of other garments we are going to talk about, and of course decorate those as well, and we will review a variety of different types of pre-spaced numbers and text that you can use on your garments. Now, today we are going to talk about spirit wear or team wear. And with that being said, you can use numbers in a variety of different ways. The pro about team wear and spirit wear is that it's something that people buy pretty much year round. Whether you are more on the spirit side of the world or clubs and activities, or even if you are a senior getting ready to graduate, you can utilize numbers. Now, let's quickly review the products that we're going to use and then go heat apply. All right, guys, let's review our options. Like I said earlier, with these perforated effects, you can find them in pre-spaced text, pre-spaced numbers, player perfect, team perfect. There are definitely several ways that you can utilize these really cool effects. Now, like I said, we've already decorated this one. You've seen this. This is our thermofilm, and specifically, it is in these static effects. Now, I want to show you a really cool tip to organize these. When you get your numbers, you don't have the description on what the pattern or the effect is, but you do get them organized in this sheet. And this is a really good way to stay organized, especially when it comes to a production, or somebody's like, hey, I really like this number, what is it? And you don't remember, you can keep track of it this way. Now, I originally wrote down the wrong name, but this is in fact called Scanner. And that's what it looks like up close and personal. Now, on the back, we have thermofilm, and I actually used our Ultra Weed on the front. And with that, it is white with metallic gold. Now, when you put the two metallic golds next to each other, they work very, very well with each other. So we've got a little bit more of a durable, abrasion-resistant logo on the back, which is thermofilm, and we have a very, very lightweight and easy-to-move logo called Ultra Weed or material on the front. Now, this is a very, very soft and I'm going to say thin, but it is actually kind of thick. It's very lightweight though, so not thin. Garment from OGIO. That's where we sourced it, and there is a heather, heather charcoal pattern to it. Now, This one works for a variety of people. That could be somebody that's actually playing the sports, a parent, or it would be something that somebody could actually work out in just because of the breathability and the moisture wicking capabilities that this has. Now, one we're going to decorate is another dry fit, but it is a Nike dry fit. And we are going to use a screen printed transfer from Transfer Express on the front. And then we are going to use an ultra weed number on the back. So this is very, very lightweight, just like we went over. But because you have, let's check this one out, the grid pattern, it's almost like there's not even a number on the back of the shirt. Those nice little perforated holes really give some added breathability to the garment itself, especially when you have large numbers on the back. Now, this is a t-shirt that, again, can be worn for a variety of different reasons. You could have an athlete in it, and then you could have a parent, a sibling, or somebody from the student body, or somebody that is just attending the event. Last but not least, that is somewhat decorated, is this new Ombre Hoodie that is available from S&S Activewear. Now, this is trending very high right now. The ombres, the tie-dye, the acid wash, they aren't going anywhere. And when it comes to teamwear or sportswear, figure out a way to decorate it because it's really gonna set you apart from the customer down the street. Now, we're using red thermofilm in this, and we've duplicated the same perforated effect. Now, this one is called our jersey mesh. Like I said, I'm using these for organization purposes, so it's a great tip and trick for you as well. And then we're going to use the exact same material and same perforated effect on the back. So let's go heat apply. Now, before we get started, there is something that I just want to quickly give you as a tip and trick. As you can see on this cover sheet, there is some dye migration from our sublimated garment. Now, with this type of sweatshirt, you can see that there is an ombre going from light to dark. So here we're just going to thread our garment, starting with the back first. Now, we are going to do our best to get the seams off of our press and allow for an even surface when it comes to decorating. Next, you'll grab your cover sheet, lay that on top, and we'll pre-press our garment. This gets out any type of moisture as well as wrinkles. All right, now grab your number from here. We're gonna go ahead and peel the backing. Once you've removed that, we like to find the center, so you're just putting the two numbers together to find your center mark. I'm going to use the back of the hood, the seam. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a middle marking for us, and then I'll just use that crease in the number and then line it up that way. Once your number is centered, put your cover sheet back over and apply 6 to 8 seconds. Now, this is a hot peel, so once the press lifts up, we will go ahead and peel our carrier from our garment. Now, the back side is complete. Nice, crisp, mesh type effect, and now it matches the front. Up next, we're going to thread our Nike dry fit tee. Again, open it like a pillowcase, slide it on, and then just work your seams off the press as much as possible. Cover sheet over, because we still want to pre-press this garment as well. All right, now that we've got our garment ready, we're gonna take our elasti transfer. Now remember, this is a 2-color and applies at 300 degrees for 15 seconds, and it's a cold peel. So we will set this aside once we are done heat applying. What we're going to do is, again, find our center. So just take the two pieces, put it together, crease it at the top, and then center it onto our garment. Now, one thing to keep in mind is this has a logo on the left chest, so we don't want our artwork to lay on top of that. Just centering up the logo here. Now it's ready to go. We do not need a cover sheet for screen printed transfers, which that's what ElastiPrint is. So from here, 15 seconds. And once our press pops up, we will pull our garment, set it aside, and then cold peel from there. Now, because we have to do the back, we will just quickly take the garment off and then switch it around to the back, or you can just slide the garment around to the back as well. Again, as many seams off of the press as possible, pre-press, just to make sure that's as smooth and there's no moisture in the garment. Again, we're going to take our numbers, peel the backing off. Now we're using Ultra Weed in this particular case. It can be applied anywhere from 260 to 300 degrees for 12 seconds. Finding the center, and then we'll just lay it on the back of the garment as well. And then to check the center point, you can lift up the tag and make sure you're matching the middle. Use your cover sheet. This is a vinyl transfer, and then heat apply for 12 seconds. Medium pressure. Now this is a hot peel, so go ahead and peel your carrier. And it's complete. Okay guys, now that we are completely done heat applying, let's review the products, and of course we still need to peel the carrier from our ElastiPrint logo. So the first one that I just want to quickly touch base on is this Ombre Hoodie Pullover. Now I think this turned out great. You're hitting on, again, those popular points of the ombre tie-dye fad, but you're also getting those really cool details in both the front logo and then, of course, the back logo, which would be our numbers. Now, our front logo was done using our pre-spaced text, and our back number was done using our pre-spaced numbers. So whenever you go and you check out those options, you'll select the perforated numbers, and then, you'll select the perforated effects, and then from there you'll choose your style. This not only hits a sports element, but you could also turn around and do something like this for streetwear. Now, next following that was the first item that we did, which is our OGO, just moisture wicking, got a great stretch and rebound to it. And again, on the front, we have the Ultra Weed 2-color logo that was on there prior to us starting. And then we just flipped it around and did this one right at the opening. And again, this is our thermofilm metallic gold. And now we've got a 2-color front, and you have a special effect number on the back. Something like this would be great for team stores. This is vinyl on the front, so you can cut one if just needed versus having to set a certain minimum, or maybe your minimums are also low for your customers. This is where something like this comes in great. All right, I jumped the gun and I peeled the carrier on accident. So here is our dry fit shirt. It's a 2-color. You can definitely see that there is a pop of neon in the artwork with this. Now this is ElastiPrint, which is great for lower application when it comes to heat. It's, you know, the 290, 300 degrees. And with this, you run a better chance of not having scorch marks with those really delicate fabrics. Now, this one we did the Ultra Weed number on the back. Now again, you're gonna have some really good movement out of this garment because you're getting a lot of the breathability from both the numbers And because Elasti print is supposed to have some stretch and rebound, that's when it's perfect for those lightweight garments that you need to move and groove with. Now, keep in mind all of the numbers that we've gone over with those perforated effects and those tiny, tiny holes in those numbers allow that number to be more breathable on the garment. So even though you're using thermofilm, which is abrasion resistant, it's one of our thicker materials and perfect for sportswear, you're still going to have some really good movement because you're removing a lot of the material simply by adding those holes. I hope this inspired you to go out and create something for your teams and spirit wear. And remember, don't be afraid to offer something that's a little more different and unique for your customers. You never know, they might be looking to stand out amongst everyone else, or maybe they just want to change it up a little bit. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is use these for area codes when it comes to streetwear, use them for graduation years when it comes to seniors, and then of course, if you're doing any type of reunion, it might be fun to do something fun with numbers. I'm Kelly Walters with Stahls TV. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.